Uh, yes. I think is my camera on? I'm just confirming. Pooja ma'am, can you see me? No, now.
Yes, ma'am. Now we can
Yeah,
see
now we
you.
can. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, good afternoon, teachers. Good afternoon. Namaste. I am Mitali Mehta here. Uh, I am today, along me and Edu Project, we are going to just take you through a process in which, our agenda for the day is that the transition, like from a good educator, from our teachers, we are just trying to get into the process of becoming a global teacher. Okay. Um, uh, Okay, without much ado, let me just give you certain guidelines. Since we are a large number of people, I would really appreciate if we are on mute. Um, then raise your hand if you have any queries, anything, just put it across or put it in the chat box, whichever way. But just raise your hand. Don't just unmute and do that. Secondly, you can mail us as Pooja ma'am also, she shared the email ID with you all. So you can mail us your feedback, your queries, anything, you name it, and it will be answered. And yes, you keep your eyes, be aware and on alert regarding the announcement for our dates for the remaining workshops that will be coming up. So, yes, now welcome my all teachers. Um, it's an honor to just impart this knowledge which has been garnered over the years to teachers. I have been a preschool teacher myself for several years, and yeah, I'm just honored. So, thank you. Now, when we talk about a global teacher training program, can anybody, just tell me a simple meaning or what they understand of what does global teacher mean? What does a global teacher mean? How does it differentiate from our teachers, from regular teachers or any other way? What does a global teacher mean? Anybody? And I want your involvement as and when asked, please teachers. Okay, we've worked hard to impart this interesting content to you all, and we want some response from you all as well. Yes, so come on teachers, anybody, if you want, if you're comfortable chatting, putting it in the chat box, that's also okay. You are comfortable writing, you're comfortable, just unmute yourself or raise your hand. Yes. Yes, Zerashi. Yeah, I think Zerashi Patel. Yes, you would like to.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
it's
hi.
me,
I think we spoke yesterday as well.
Yes, ma'am. We spoke yesterday. I was there yesterday also on the meeting, and today as well, I'm there.
Okay, great to see you again. Now
Yes,
you're
ma'am.
from
Great
you
to see
actually. Yeah. So okay, so first you can give me a gist of what do you now understand as global teachers, or before the workshop which you attended yesterday, what was your understanding for that?
like we global. It means all over the world. So we need to be connected culturally, and each and every way we should be connected by each and every kind of country. They hold their culture. So we need to get bind as everything is binding in generations. Like as generation is getting ahead,
Hmm.
we step with them like that,
Hmm.
step to
Yes.
step.
Pardon, I couldn't hear you the last sentence which you said.
Like we need to walk in hand, like the way generation is going on
Yeah.
culturally and in every manner.
Hmm.
To do as same in teaching method also.
Understood. Got it. Yeah. So you heard what we discussed yesterday, and I'm glad to know. Okay. Thank you, Zerashi. Yeah. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Yeah. So
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Yeah. So global teacher, overall, it is basically, see, the times are changing fast. Like this. You snap your fingers, you blink your eyes, and it's changed. The time has changed. Like, technology from what I used to do in my classrooms. Now we may be following the same strategies, but there are so many other things that come up. There is a new strategy, a new theory, a new technology, anything comes up. Like, like you just blink your eyes and there's something new. So for a global teacher for a teacher to keep herself updated, to keep upgrading periodically is also another kind of a task. See, anyways, the teaching job is you know I mean, it's the most understated profession. Like, people don't understand the hard work that the teachers put in. Okay, so for this, and again, you have to be upgraded and everything. So for this is where we edu projects come in, because we are trying to simplify these things, by you can update yourself, you can upgrade yourself, and there are certain strategies which you are already doing, but they just need to be tweaked a little bit. That's it. Yeah. So what a global teacher basically means is, first, she is culturally aware, as Irashi ma'am correctly said. It's culturally aware of different diversities, be it religions. And this is, if she is aware, the teacher is aware, definitely that kind of thinking, those kind of principles will also pass on to the students. Adaptable to the fast changing times. If you are not adaptable, we are not going to move ahead. It is not only about teaching, but it is also in terms of different aspects of life. If we don't adapt, we will not go ahead. And when it comes to global teachers, it is basically to the fast changing technology. Next, lifelong learners. This has to be a mantra, not only as teachers, but also as human beings. We have to keep on upgrading ourselves, updating ourselves, to improvising ourselves. So for this, we have to be okay with the concept of learning new things. Next, we have, if we have these ethics, morals, and that are imbibed into us, this is how we will make our students global citizens who will have a footage in the future, to have a hold in the future as global citizens. I know they are preschool children, but we start young. And then we have who believes in collaborating. See, abhi mere paas ye knowledge hai, main nahi dene wali kisi ko, only I will be great. No, that will not work. As a global teacher, you have to collaborate with other teachers, other institutions. Like, see, now you've collaborated with edu projects, so it is beneficial for you, it is working for you as well, right? So it is basically these collaborations, partnerships that work, and exchange of knowledge is what matters. This is what a global teacher, just in a bubble, means. Like, just मैं ऊपर का ही आपको सिर्फ cover up दे रही हूँ, right? So now, when your objective, now before this, now I would like to say, as a teacher, whenever I used to attend any workshops, see, we did not have these workshops like, global teacher, when I was doing preschool also, or when I was doing secondary section also. I would, pounce on such opportunities where I have a prolonged period of workshops, wherein it keeps me um, in tune with the changes. Because साल के starting में एक workshop कर लिया, या middle of the year one workshop कर लिया, will not bring that change which this continuous workshops bring. So when my objective, which I assumed as a teacher, what would my objective be of attending a particular workshop? Okay, so what I have just written it as from a perspective of a teacher, is what we are like, to prepare ourselves for the changing, uh, you know, for rapidly changing interconnected world. Here I'm talking about the global perspective, but you want to update yourself, right? And now our objective for this workshops, the workshops that we've planned for you all, is that to build that bridge, to be the bridge, to serve as a bridge for our teachers, to make them global educators. Yeah, that is where edu projects come into the picture. And trust me, teachers, we have tried to see a 360-degree approach into what all needs the teachers have, what all challenges the teachers face, what all new technologies or apps or strategies that have come in, that needs to be updated, that needs to be known to our teachers. So this is where we come in. We serve as a bridge for all of you. Yeah. So now I will just give you a quick 5 minute review of the highlight of our program. It is basically a 8 session program, which goes on for a month. We'll tell you the the days and everything will be coming up. We'll be just letting you all know, since it's in the process of the participants and everything. But the very first topic which we will be covering is mastering the preschool classroom. Now this we are going to talk about it in detail, like just shortly, but let me just give you an overview of all other topics that we are going to do for other workshops. As in, the second workshop will be on phonics fundamentals and beyond. So it, of course, it matters. It is like a hum foundation hai. Like education is like a building. See it as a building which you are constructing. The child, we are constructing it for the child, and this is the foundation. When we lay the foundation for reading and writing, yeah, if the base is not strong, the foundation, the foundation is not strong, the pillars and everything will shake up. So that is the concept. Second, we have storytelling and creative expression. This is something which I really enjoy, because I've been a storyteller also for past 2.5 3 years. And stories are something that you can put in values, you can put in some lessons, you can put in whatever you wish to, and it just goes into their brains. And it also starts, their brain starts churning. So this is there, and they are learning new vocabulary, of course. So next we have science, math, and motor skills. Now here we are looking little differently into these concepts. We are not only restricted to mathematical concepts, which if you've seen our books, we have several mathematical concepts covered. Like most of the things that are needed for each specific age group are covered in our books. But here what we are trying to put in is how to, as a teacher, since you have the topic with you, how can we utilize it in different ways in our classroom, or different activities also what we can do. Yeah, simple experiments hai, whatever we can use, and we can ensure that the concept is properly understood by the children. Now then we have tech savvy teaching and creative arts. Of course, come on, like technology, you must have seen our apps, or you may see it shortly, that what all what creativity is coming up when it's with edu projects. But here the thing is that if you're, see, technology is something that you cannot go away from. You have to be with it, like you have to use it, you have to go parallel along with it. Yeah, it is together. So if we come up with, for example, just an example, I'm giving you a quick example, like a project if we are planning. So we can tell the children to draw something on an app. We take a printout of it, and then we give them different textures or paints or crayons or whatever, and we can tell them to use it. So we are using dual tools, like one digital and one creative, and it is, we are just trying to implement those concepts also. Building social emotional skills, boss, this is needed for, I feel, every standard till the time the child leaves school. Because there is so much pressure on the child, so much burden. So if we don't prepare them to, if we don't strengthen these skills, we don't want them to suffer. So this is something that we are going to put in. Abhi sharing is caring jaisa simple concept bhi is very difficult for children to explain now. But empathy hai, teamwork, what is teamwork, how will we implement it, all this is covered in this. And then we have health and nutrition. Come on, if the children love food, and we can ensure that if they start enjoying or healthy stuff, then come on, like half battle is won. And we have last is fun filled learning games. See, we are, one of our principles is also to make studies a gamified version of it. So like, if the children should enjoy learning new things, let's not keep it a burden. Because yeah, so this is there. And last I would like to tell you, my teachers, is when edu projects is near, to achieve all these targets what I've just told you, these workshops, do not worry, do not fear, my teachers. Yeah. So that is something I would like to say. Now, since I've just given you an overview, now let's get to this. Sorry, I have not changed the date today. It's for it. I just conducted this workshop yesterday. So it's mastering the preschool classroom. Now, teachers, before I start, okay, one thing, there are few activities where I want your involvement. Yeah. So first, if you are okay chatting, put it in the chat box. Second, kindly get involved. If you work hard for a particular lesson plan and you do so much for it, and then there is no response from our children, then how do we feel? Disheartened, right? So here the workshop has been designed to benefit you all teachers. So as and when your participation is required, kindly come forward. And there is no right or wrong over here. We are just putting across our things. Yeah. Okay. So this is a cute quote, which somehow I think now I somehow enjoy the meaning behind it also. So it's just a quote for you teachers. Teaching is the greatest act of optimism. Greatest act. Yes. So now for this particular mastering the preschool classroom, for this particular program, our objective is to जो ये देखो आप जो चीजें कर रहे होगे काफी सारी चीजें which I am going to tell you all are going, you might be doing it, in your classrooms. It is just that some strategy which you must have forgotten, or some strategy which has come up new, you can apply it, and whatever challenges you are facing, you may, it may just help you resolve it. Yeah. So it is basically, one, strategies we are going to give to manage the classroom. Yeah. Second, to build relationship with the children, with our students. Yes. And some practical ideas also that I have put across, which you'll come to know. The flow of the workshop, this is how it goes. I'm just giving you 2 minutes, read it through, and we'll start with the icebreaker, teachers. Okay, let's do an icebreaker. For this, no need to mute yourselves. I want to know what there is, that one thing that is always in there in your teacher's bag. Like as a teacher, you would not let that thing go. Like hoga hi aapki bag mein. See, pens are very common. Red pens, of course, we need it. I want you all to start putting in your any one particular thing that you really need it, you really use it, and it is like a savior for you. Like ye to chahiye meri teachers, meri class mein, in your bag, teacher's bag. Okay, so start putting it in the chat box. Teacher, I am all uh, uh, I'm just waiting for all of you. Yes, teacher's diary. Yes. Anybody else? Come on, there's only one teacher who's awake. Wakey teachers, come on. Phone. Okay. Haha, lesson
Curriculum,
plans. That's like a
planning,
Bible, na?
curriculum.
Yes, anybody? I missed out. I think somebody was trying to say something, or did you mute yours, unmute by mistake? Come on, teachers.
Planner and curriculum.
Okay, learners and curriculum. Okay, yeah, daily planner, pen. Yes. Come on. But I think only these many teachers are taking stuff to their school. What about others? Colors and sweets, markers. Yes. Weekly planners. Yes. Chocolates are needed. Huh. Hmm. Tissue papers. Huh. I know tissue papers were like when I was teaching tissue papers. I don't know how many packets I had used. Yeah, water bottle. Yes, we talk. Teachers talk. We have to keep talking. Water is required. Yes. Books, copy pen, copy. Yeah, lunch box. Okay. One small toy for playgroup kids. Okay. Yeah. Schedule plan. Sanitizer. Activities material. Yeah, we need that. Yeah. Sanitizers needed. I agree. Interesting. Blackboard. Uh, phone. Yes. How do we carry? I mean, you have a roller blackboard or something, or blackboard? How are we? Ah, I was waiting for this. Appreciate stickers. Yesterday, most of the teachers had stickers in their bags. Like stickers, stickers, stickers were like, oh my, they are like our tool, like jadoo ki chhadi. Yeah, chocolates, yes. Okay, great, great. So I know my teachers are awake and yes. Okay. Thank you, teachers. So we've covered up, and I hope now you all are comfortable uh, putting across your thoughts as well. So thank you, teachers. Now let's just move ahead. What are key components for a preschool classroom? देखो, एक है physical environment, how the classroom is. Second है how do we schedule our classroom, and third is after scheduling, what are we teaching them? Yeah, these are like three main components of our classroom, preschool classroom. When we start off with physical classroom, we have this, how to organize, well organized or safe inviting space कैसे बना सकते हैं. Now one thing I would like to emphasize on is zones मतलब we had corners, reading corner, gross no we had physical corner, then we had art and creative corner. So yeah, like not no nobody had a big classroom like a spacious classroom, but even though in a small classroom you can make adjustments and try to fit in your stuff according to those, we get those cubbies and all. There was this incident which I did mention yesterday as well. When I had just started teaching, I was given, I think, playgroup or nursery. Uh, we get, three cubbies, yeah, assigned to this class, and you can decorate, you can set up your class that way. And what I did was I kept one cubby, those wooden cubbies we have with shelves. I kept it right near the door, like right next to the door. When we enter, the children enter, there was this cubby, and very smartly I had put all my art materials, and I had put some toys. I think it was a mixture. See, I had not thought through that thing. So I had put it, and now every second day, I would find, the kids were dumping their bottles in it, kids were dumping their tiffin boxes in it. Some bottles were spilled into the paints, and it was a disaster. So that's what I learned, how you need to organize, think, and work on it. And these zoners or areas or corners, whatever you name it, if we have that, na, it's easy for us also to organize our stuff. Blocks corner hai, ye corner hai, wo corner hai, that way. See, I'll just show you one sample. I just got this from the net. It is like how they have, you know demarcated all the parts of the classroom. So we have blocks hai, to blocks yahan rehte hai. Even though we will not give such a huge cabinet or anything, but like your blocks are going to be here, wooden blocks, plastic blocks, ye blocks, wo blocks, the writing materials are going to be here, the worksheets are going to be here. So it is well planned, and I know you all are doing it. It is just something that, something may just you may get a nice idea, a eureka moment, and you'll just end up doing something that works wonders for your class. So, and yes, one more thing. Reading corners, now I had a very small classroom, so I used to keep a rug. But now, this rug, whenever I would open it and keep books on it, the children, whatever they were doing, they used to come and they used to do it. But one thing what I need to keep in, let you know is, try to, if you're making a reading corner, if you are having a small, a window, and, keep it right there. So the sunlight is coming in, it's a little warm there, it's a little cozy there, put in some pillows, cushions. So, it becomes a very nice and a cute corner where the children can enjoy reading. It makes them calm down. Yeah. So that is there. So this is just one particular thing. Next, we have the daily schedule and routines. Now, see, preschool children, what I have understood, they don't like surprises. They don't like it at all. If you are expecting some, like their reaction to something, they will not give you the reaction you want if you surprise that particular concept or anything to them. If you pre-plan, if you tell them, if you let them know, okay, yeah, this is what is going to happen, or this is what goes through in the day, you will find, you will get a way better response to your concept or lessons than what you expected. Because children at this age, they love routines, predictability, because then they know they are secured. Okay, we don't have to, like, there's no shocker is going to come from any part, any side to us. So, the one, predictable routines are important. Okay, so yeah, if I've just put across a simple daily schedule chart, you can use your own creativity, or you might be doing it. I am not here to overburden you guys with coming up with charts or some activities. No, it is something that you can use your creativity and do it. What I used to do, I had a colored A3 sheet, which and I had a color, and I had printouts of circle time, snack time, art time, reading time, colored printouts of these particular activities, and I had laminated it on A4 sheets. So A3 and A4. And then below that, in the A4 sheet only, I had written the term like circle time, snack time, but it was reducing. See, for example, हमने play group में बड़ा image लिया, छोटे, like we've just written the words. Then in nursery, we will reduce the size of the image little bit, and then we will add our we will increase the font of our writing. Then junior, again we'll do the same thing, and by the time we reach senior, it will be a small placard which has only a small picture of the activity that we are doing to do, and the word is written in a large font. See, if they consistently see this thing, uh, right from playgroup to nurse senior, I am sure they will be thorough with these words by the time they reach senior KG, because they've been seeing that. So, retention ho raha hai. And one more thing, we used to label everything, be it class, be it door, window, table, chair, table mat, kuch bhi hai, we used to label all these things and put it up so the children are seeing it. We were using these as sight words so that they are just grasping it in. And beginning, the first letter, if we are writing window, W should be in red, and the rest letters you can write it in black. So what happens is the children understand W is starting from here, and if the word is starting from here, that's it. So this is one. Second, we have the curriculum, like what curriculum we are doing. You see, if you have seen our edu project books, you have a curriculum that's ready for you. How are you planning it is what matters. Now, construction vehicles hai, children love construction vehicles. They are like fascinated with these. So if you are doing it, you can do things like this, decorate the, you will be obviously, teachers, we as preschool teachers, we have to decorate, make charts and this and that. We can implement these, and you can actually use that particular topic and do the entire thing, like put in a story on construction vehicles. See, I have just mentioned the story also. Toad makes a road. So, what does it do? So we are covering all different subjects also, and the curriculum is engaging. They are relating to it. Next, again, I have an activity. I want like a common. There's a challenge that the child refuses to share toys in your class. Okay, I want you all to just brainstorm some solutions. How will you help? How will you, you know, try to inculcate the habit of sharing into that child? You can write it, you can unmute, raise your hand, unmute, you can tell it to me in English, Hindi. These are the two languages I totally understand, but you can, just let me know. I want your involvement. I want you all to brainstorm, teachers. How will you, if you have this challenge, how will you put it into your daily routine that a child understands it? Come on, anybody? Knock, knock. Yes, I have. Uh, Or should I start picking out teachers? Ki, come on, I want you all to share something. Should I do that, or I want your participation? Yes, we'll encourage
to
them
the
to take
story.
turns. Yes, somebody. Yes, yes, yes. Dimple ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. We can tell them a little story, or we can do our behavior like that, so that they will learn from us also.
Enactment, role play.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice. Yes, we can do role play and we can, show them how it does it feel. Yeah, good idea. Stories, yes, stories to works wonders. We'll try to engage them with activities. Okay, game fun activities, but how will we imbibe sharing, the concept of sharing into that? Games hai, but okay, games through sharing, like, if they have to share their toys, and is that a game? Like, how can you just brief up with on that little bit? Okay. Okay, teachers. Okay, ठीक है, चलो. I'm letting this one go. If you all are in the mood, you can tell me more about it later on. Okay, dancing and singing through rhymes. Okay. Okay, we can try that. I think singing also works if there's a message into it for sharing, the importance of sharing. Yeah. Okay, now here we are in building relationships. Now here there are three main characters in this story. Children, they are the lead actors of a story. Supporting cast is parents and the people who make this happen, who turns it into reality, who turns a movie into a reality are the colleagues and the teachers. Okay, okay. So we'll just have a thing that how are we just I'm just going to give you certain tips or tricks or how to build our relationships. Just improvise it more, that's it. Most of you might be doing the same thing, but this is just my knowledge which I'm just passing it on. With children, daily greetings. Now, I remember I had a teacher. She used to come up with, like like hello from a different language every 2 weeks or 1 month or 1 week, depending on the children's interest. So, if 1 week it is going to be hola for in Spanish. So the children, all the children, her class, whenever they would come, they would meet her with hola, like hola, and then it was, some other language, then another month. So it was like, there is a bond, there is something special that is going on with the teacher and her students. That the bond is creating. By the time it was second term, the children, they used to do both, like greetings and bye bye. Both the things in different languages. And it was fun to see that, the children also remembered, and it was, we are expanding the vocabulary. और यहाँ पे दूसरी चीजें हैं, like this June is the month of fist bumps, then July is the month of a hug. So you can do that, or you can do week wise, whichever way. These are just few things that you can do, like just wave or anything, so the children get comfortable. It is nice. Next we have these brag bracelets. Now that time we used to use those badges, but these are ye jo, sharing, if the child is not sharing, and if that after a story or after any session which you've tried to inculcate that habit into the child for sharing, and the day he shares it, if you give him that bracelet that I shared my toys today, or I shared, just imagine how happy the child will be, that okay, he learned something new and it got appreciated. This will be like, something which he'll show off. And now brag bracelets are a very good idea. Just simple colored paper, write it down, or just put it, or sticker, or print it in one go, whatever works for you all. If you put it also, this really makes a difference. We had, I am a listener. Whenever I had a child who used to, who never focused, like, would and keep talking, yapping in the class whenever the session was going on. And we just tried to tell him that today, if you listen, we'll give you something. And we gave him that badge when he made efforts to listen. And trust me, that child, it was like a Nobel Prize for the child, being appreciated for making efforts to listen. and I could see that tremendous change in that child, improvement in that child, in over the months. So these are something that really work. And these are active listening. Now we expect our children to listen. We as teachers, we go in that automatic mode, वो auto mode में चले जाते हैं कि we are doing, and yeah, okay, you are talking, very good, very good. No, try to listen. Go bend down till their level, and eye contact maintain karo. If you listen to them, they will understand the way they are supposed to listen to the teachers, and it will make your work little bit more easier. Now building relationships with parents. ठीक है, पेरेंट्स है, कम्युनिकेट थ्रू लेटर्स, आप पेरेंट पीटीए होता ही रहता है, अपडेट्स वी कीप गिविंग एट पेरेंट्स, it goes on. But once in a while, see if there's like a story or a festival coming up, call grandparents to the school and tell them, to talk about that festival or any story. Come up with folk tales, like, okay, this month we are going to do stories from different parts of the country. So abhi kahan se koi country se koi hai, so get them, invite them to do a story session with the children. Call, if a parent is a pilot or a doctor or anybody, call that parent as a professional. See what happens is that we are building a community, so the children also understand, if we are creating a good rapport also with our parents as well. And pets, call pets also, who has pets, it is a very nice that there are like different factors coming in together for this one particular focus is the children. So you can definitely try this. And with colleagues, come on, sharing is caring, hame bhi seekhna hai. If you have some nice ideas, if you've put in something in your classroom, do share your resources. Because I remember when I was teaching, in the school where I was in, there were only, I think, 2 whiteboards in the entire thing. There were like, okay, 9 classes the. So how we used to share and how we used to work on that, that was like another level of management. But it was fun. Two whiteboards में भी काम हो गया था हमारा. That's what I'm trying to say. And also, when during those meetings, if we have any supervisors, coordinators, whenever you have a meeting with the teachers, Saturday meetings, I will tell you what we used to do every Saturday. First 2 hours we used to brainstorm on ideas, events coming up, everything. But the last half an hour, 40 minutes now, our center head used to just let us talk on random things, and we all would have a great time. It was like we all were recharged and ready to roll the next event or next week or month or whatever. So that's what the thing is. You can try that, where the teacher get the free flow of communication. It's like everybody's just talking, having fun for that last half an hour, 40 minutes. Yeah, so these are the 3 main characters, as I told you. Now I have a role play activity. But what I will do is, since I'm running out of time as well, I know you teachers are busy. What I will do is, let me cover up the data, what all write up I have, content I have, and then we'll come back to these activities. Yeah. So one activity which I'll be coming back to is role playing a parent teacher meeting, wherein they are discussing about a topic like separation anxiety. So the teacher is guiding the parent, and our teachers from here, one will play the role of a teacher, another will play a role of a parent. Okay, so we'll come back to this, because let us try to complete the content, because I have few activities and I want your involvement, teachers. Next is how to manage our classroom. Now, chalo, you all have experience in managing classrooms. You all have your techniques, your ways of managing. I am just putting across certain tidbits here and there. So the first one is setting expectations. अभी rules तो बॉस घर में भी चाहिए, रोड पे भी चाहिए, स्कूल में तो मैंडेटरी है. Because you need these rules, because this is the process wherein they are getting into a social setting which has restrictions also, which the children have to learn to follow those rules, like raise your hand, don't talk in middle. Initially it will be tough. Make it loud and clear, these are my certain 2-3 rules which I want you all to follow, and you all must be doing that also. But try to make it little like simple hai, but one suggestion I would give, when you're introducing these rules na, do it as a game. Like for example, raise your hand like this. Okay, put your hand down, down. Again, raise your hand, put your hand down. So what were we doing? We were raising our hand. And when do we raise our hand? When we raise our hand when we want to tell something to our teacher. So then they understand rather than just giving rules like this. Yeah, try that. If that works, bless us. Okay. Then we have reinforcement, like stickers. Stickers our boss needed in preschool. So reinforcement, see, these are like simple chart banalo. So put the picture of a child, put some things. Okay, the child, today I observed this child was very well behaved. I'll put in a sticker at the end of the class. You put in a sticker there. It is, this worked, this technique also works for my 7-year olds. They also do it in their school, and this works for them as well. Okay, mama, I earned these many stickers, I got these many things, I did not earn any sticker because I was talking. This is what they also come up with. So preschool, if it happens for 7-year-olds, this is like preschool children are going to love it. We have redirecting behaviors, like calm down strategies. We did not have these concepts when we were teaching. We used to keep certain things, like understand the child, but these are superb. If you keep a box of these things, like you don't have to go overboard and buy stuff, and no, like simple cheezeं अगर हमने बना भी ली, like pop it है, make a squishy ball, like put Fevicol and water in a balloon and tie it up, and you can keep squishing it in. These all stress balls की जगह काम करता है. Books है, texture वाली books है, animal books does wonders. Paints, I have seen, give them paints. I know it will get little messy, but give them paints when the child is like hyper or active, or the entire class. Sometimes it is like that कि पूरा class hyper है. Give them that. It will constantly calm them down. Or you can prepare a small box. I have a picture of it. I'll just show it to you. If you all have any calm down strategies, you can just put it in the chat box. We all can see that. Like if you have a child who is, you all, as you must have experienced, कोई ऐसे है कि something that works when you have a hyper class or some a hyper child or somebody who's not settled only, and how do you calm that child down? What all techniques you must have used? Just put in if possible. One word will also do, teachers. I just want called my baby and they liked and they always keep smiling. Yeah, this is sweet. One teacher said, I called my students babies, beta, and they liked, and they are always smiling in my class. That's an achievement, teacher. Yeah. Anybody else? Come on. Any calm down strategies that you have? See, this is something at this time, like we need it. Okay. So anybody else? Yeah, I'm getting circle time, action words. Action words like, okay,
Singing
clap
rhymes.
your hands. Yes, yes.
Singing rhymes.
Rhymes, yeah, singing rhymes. Okay, okay. But okay, we can use the soothing ones. Yeah, okay. Okay, action words, circle time, singing rhymes. Okay. Anybody else? If you have any ideas, please put it in the chat so we all teachers can also story with props. Yeah, yeah. I remember मैंने story with props से याद आया. I had a class and I thought, chalo, I'll read a story to them. And the story I thought of was Three Little Pigs and the Wolf one. And my mistake was, stories work wonders. My error in this was that I ended up, exciting the children more. As in when the wolf would come and this would come. So that was where, try to select, if you're taking stories, try to take a soothing one, where they calm down, where they are learning something and they are like not getting hyper. Yeah. Okay, okay. I'm getting, one would start having conversation with their favorite topics. Okay, okay. Smile and high five for children like this. Okay, very nice. Teachers, you all also can see there are many ideas pouring in the chat box. You can refer to them or you can put in so we teachers can, expand our knowledge. Yes. Okay, story with a face mask. Whoa, interesting. Dance with the kids.
Ma'am, I have
Okay.
one question.
Yeah.
If there is any child who is new to the school,
Hmm.
After 1 week also continuously, if he is crying, then how to handle that child, how to calm down that child.
Okay, perfect. Chalo. Before I answer to that, any other teachers who would want to, pour in their suggestions? We've heard Dimple Ma'am's, yeah, a challenge which she's facing. That if it's a child who's been just new to the school since 1 week and is not settled yet, how can we try to settle that child? Anybody? Come on, teachers. I know. You are must be tired
We can make
or
them dance
yes,
and
teachers,
sing
yes.
the rhymes.
I couldn't hear you. Can you repeat?
Yes, we can make them play. We can make them dance, and we can make them play. We can give them play. We can then make them play some games,
Okay,
so
okay.
they
No,
get
no.
involved and they then concentrate.
Yes, yeah, I
But
agree
we
with what
stop
you
time,
said.
no? They
But
get
this,
diverted.
yes,
Huh.
they get diverted. Their attention, energy gets diverted.
You can divert the child by playing, otherwise singing.
Okay, okay.
Huh.
Yes, yes.
So
Thank you, ma'am.
child may stop crying.
Okay, okay. The child will stop crying if their mind is diverted. That's what you're saying, right? So I can't hear you
We
clearly,
can
but
go
that's what.
through with the activities they love. You can see first of all, we can check they love drawing, they love dancing, what they love. So can we go with those activities
Okay, okay. To make them comfortable.
until the child settles down? Yeah.
Ah. Got it, got it. To answer to Dimple ma'am's question also, this
Some
suggestion which our other teacher gave, that is also which you can try. Another thing is, just sit with the child, let the child sit next to you, or let the child sit in your lap, or you can just let the child sit, and you yourself as a teacher or whichever teacher is handling him or her needs to calm down as well. We pass on our energies first, so calm down, sit with the child, let the child cry, let it keep it normal, put certain things around the child, not put giving it to him or her in its hand, like put a pop it, as I said, some books, give paint, keep some crayons, a nice color, some toys. एक एक दो दो चीज ही रखो. I'm just giving you many options. एक एक दो दो चीज रखे, and then see, the child will take something, or you start playing with it and just keep it in your hand. The child will keep crying, but will automatically start playing also. So try that. These are some of the calm down strategies also which we have. And I hope I have answered. And there are many,
Thank you
many.
so much, ma'am.
Yeah, you're welcome. And see, there are many, many suggestions that have come up in the chat box also. And you can definitely refer to that as well, Dimple ma'am. Thank you, teachers. Now, moving ahead, we have fostering creativity. Abhi, ye creativity, I'm sure you all are doing that. I'll just give you one thing which I continuously did during my teaching years. One was whenever we had circle time, I would just give blank papers, A4 sheet ka cut papers, like half, and give some crayons. And I would tell them, just draw whatever you wish to draw, and then you can keep going to each child one by one and ask them, what are you drawing? And you won't believe it if you tell them, okay, draw what you saw while coming to school, or draw what you did during the weekend. They will draw, even though it is just scribble, but they will tell you what are they thinking. This will help you understand the children more, and they are learning to express themselves. So I had a child who would draw, my mama went to the mall, there was a car in the parking lot. Then another child would say, I saw a buffalo going. So they all will draw, kuch bhi draw karenge, but you will understand what they are taking in. Then we have independence. Now, this I feel, when you are, this is crucial, important. If it starts from young age, don't think that they are young, let's not do it. No, packing bags hai, putting their plates once they are done, keeping the lunch boxes if they have, water bottle will go in its place. There has to be this thing where we are making them independent. Remove your shoes, put it in the shoe rack only. And this also, when you are orienting the parents also before the academic year starts, put this across that these are the self-help skills that we are planning to teach, and kindly inculcate those at home as well. Okay, because they are with us for 2 or 3 hours in a day. Most of the time they spend at home. So the same thing should be inculcated at home as well. Put it across, and seriously, you will see the child level of independence will keep increasing and improving every year. Yeah. Sorry again for this. Toys की जगह पे I have removed, instead of S I have D. This is another activity which we will be doing along with the other one. We have to set few rules for our classroom, like at least 3 rules which you think right now are needed for your class. We will be doing it at the end of the session as and when the time permits. I have some practical tools and tips which I would like to just show. Calm down kids जो strategies बोल रही थी, you can just prepare a small box of these things and keep it, you know. First is additional tools and time saving hacks. Okay, time saving hacks, I don't have to say it. I know how teachers struggle for time and how what all hacks you come up with to save time. So ज़्यादा नहीं बोलूंगी, but I would want to learn from you guys because uh, that's yeah. So now first is visual timetable. Though I had shown that picture images earlier, the same thing I'm just saying, but keep it visible to the children. So initially they will not understand, you know, you don't put time for young ones, but you know they will understand, okay, we finished the circle time, and you know abhi aisa routine, by the time if you continue this timetable concept, by the time, you know, snack time ke pehle, I remember ke activity ke baad we used to have snack time. So by the time those children who are finishing activities, they would automatically go and sit on the table and wait for the snacks. So you know वो routine बन जाता है. This is what our aim should be. So transition cues, I had a bell, and jo bell, like if the children are playing also randomly playing with blocks and they have free play time, the moment we ring the bell, they knew okay, now it's time, there's a transition, the cue, like we have to change, we have to pack it up, or we have to do some other activity. So, or we used to also have, you know, 12:1 ratio, like 12 children and 1 teacher. So we used to plan our activities like into 2 parts, or if it's, you know, there's more than 3 parts, like one will be that the children can read books, the other will be where they are drawing or simple thing, or and the third will be where they are were doing worksheets. So the moment ye ek set, you know, it was so you know, it had become so, the children were so trained that, you know, by the time abhi ye batch 1 ne jo worksheet khatam kiya, they would only go directly to the activity area. Once I used to ring the bell. After the activity area, the children in the activity area would go to the reading corner, and the reading corner ones would come on in the uh, worksheet table. So you know they only learned their formation, and this was such an easy process. Like you can pay attention to each and every child. Yeah. So this is something you can use those cues. You know, bell hai, a song hai. You know, we all have, it's time to put your toys away. So any song, but keep it consistent. Practical tips में next is calm down kids. This is what I'm saying. Pop it है, you know, those textured fabrics भी रख सकते हो, velvet रख लो, silk रख लो, something soft, you know, that woolen कुछ रखो which is soft and cozy for them to hold, you know. तो वो रख लो. ऐसा ये पेन्स है, फिर वो you know LED light वाली plates slates आती है. So if there is one or anything, you know, just use it. So they will keep doing it. They will keep enjoying it. ब्रीदिंग, यस, योगा इज एसेंशियल. अब ये ब्रीदिंग स्ट्रेटेजी तो हमको सीखनी जरूरी है फॉर इवन फॉर द चिल्ड्रन टू काम देम डाउन. When you tell them breathe in 3 times, they will have to try, make efforts, you know, it diverts them. This is sensory bins. Of course, you know, हम बनाते रहते हैं sensory bins. I don't need to tell you all much about it, but something that, you know, makes them experience different textures which you can use. We have practical tips, organizational tools, and label everything, which I've mentioned. I'm just repeating certain things, so you're getting a recap of what you all are doing. So I want you all to label everything, and this is easy for you as well and for the children also. Then we have time-saving hacks. I don't have to say. Pre-plan things. Don't do it in the last minute. नहीं होगा. or rotate karo toys, keep rotating the toys. Okay, this month I am going to keep this toy, inventory when you are sorting it out. And again, I have an activity. If teachers are okay with it, I would like to go ahead with it. And but before that, I have 1 minute. Something very very important. I want is self care for teachers. Teachers, it is a very hectic and a very energy consuming job that you all are doing. You need to look after yourself, and I would just suggest mindfulness breathing something, like I do it quite often. It is like box breathing. Breathe in 4 counts, hold your breath 4 counts, breathe out 4 counts, hold your breath 4 counts. Try to do it 5 to 6 times also. It really helps us. That sometimes we have that overwhelming feeling, or like just stressful situation. Try to do this, because teachers aap ho to sab hai. Yeah. So this, and support each other. That's what I would like to say. I have this entire list of which is just a concised list of all the checklists that you can keep in your classroom to manage it. I will be making a PDF for the same, and I will be forwarding it. We I'll talk to Pooja ma'am and how we can forward it. We'll just know the count of the participants that are attending our other workshops as well. So accordingly, I'll be making the PDF and forwarding the entire checklist. It's there. Since we are running out of time, I won't be doing it. There are 13 pointers for it. Let's create magic, teachers. You are magicians. And I have one more quote which I would like to say. Every child is a different kind of a flower, and all together they make this world a beautiful garden. And you all are gardeners who are growing that flower and blossoming it. And thank you for this. And constructive feedbacks are welcome. After we do the activities, I want you all to give your constructive feedbacks also in the chat box. That would be highly appreciated. Now I want a thumbs up first if you all are okay doing certain activities. If you all are okay, I would want your participation. If we are not, if you have the time to do it for next 5-10 minutes, kindly just give me a thumbs up. Or okay,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, we can do it, right? Come on, chalo, let's. This is fun. Okay, some teachers are giving me the feedback. Okay, those who can stay back, I would really want all the teachers to stay back. We never know what idea may come out, and something that works. Come on. So the first activity I would like to go. Sorry, I'm just scrolling up fast. No, before that we had one more. Okay, I want one teacher to volunteer as a teacher and one teacher to volunteer as a parent. And the topic we are going to discuss is separation anxiety. The parent is going to put across. See, as Dimple ma'am did put, he was crying. But now I want we did separation anxiety to an extent, but let's just talk about more about it, and you can just discuss. Come on, I want one hand for great. Thank you, teachers, for putting the thumbs up. So we are continuing with our activities. I won't take much of your time, but now I want somebody to raise their hand like this for being the parent, playing the role of a parent. Come on, anybody? Okay. Okay, Zerashi ma'am, you will be the parent, and I need a teacher. Anybody who can help the parent solve this problem.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am, I am ready.
yeah. Dimple ma'am is going to be the teacher. Okay, come on. Zerashi ma'am, put across your problem that you faced, if your child is facing.
Okay, okay. So can I start it?
Yes, please.
Yes, okay. So, Dimple ma'am, as I'm seeing, we have put our child to the school for now. It's been a week and she's crying a lot. She's being cranky at all time in whenever we are coming to drop her and whenever we are coming to pick her up, she's always crying. Is that like that she's crying from 9 to 12?
Ma'am, first of all, for 1 week, the timing will be the 1 hour only. So let the child make comfortable for the environment and for the school and for the teachers. So first thing, you can pick up your child after 1 hour. Second thing, He's not continuously crying. We try our best to involve them in any games or puzzles or anything else which is interested for her. So please have trust and patience. After more 5 to 6 days, he will be settled.
Okay, great. Any other inputs? Thank you, Dimple ma'am. That was quite insightful. And Zerashi ma'am, you have any other query you can put across as a from on the same context, or if your questions are answered, then it's okay.
Yes, it's answered.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you then. Thank you for the participation, teachers. Thank you. Next activity we have is now I want other teachers. Okay. Okay. Calm down strategies we did discuss. Yeah. I want you all to now you all know your classrooms in and out. There might be certain challenges that you teachers might be facing currently. Listening after listening to this session, what would you like to put in any three rules that you would like to put in implement in your class? Any three rules, okay? And first you will tell us the challenge that you are facing and the three rules that you are implementing in your class to resolve that challenge. Okay, come on teachers, you can write it if you wish to. And because I know this batch is uh, more interested in chatting rather than talking about it, but I want you all to share. Come on teachers. Anybody?
After writing for half an hour,
Hmm.
children feels like मैम अभी थक गए बहुत लिखा है hands pain कर रहा है
Hmm.
now we don't want to write.
So what rules will you implement then?
We can make them excite that after finishing 1 hour writing we can give 10 minutes break in such a way that they can enjoy that 10 minutes game time or something else which can be never they play before, means it should be new for them.
Okay. 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 Yes, we can do that. Yes, Sarita ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. The children concentration will just half an hour only. The
Huh.
challenge. After
Huh.
that, I'll do some activities like standing, sitting, action words. Then
Okay.
again continue the class.
Huh. So we can do that after the challenge is that. So the rule will be that after half an hour of writing, you will get it's game time for
Like
game time. So they come to know that okay, the rule is that if we write for half an hour, we get to play some games,
yeah, like just 5-10 minutes.
5-10 minutes. Yeah, a quick game. Hmm. Hmm.
So that
Understood. Got it. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else would like to share?
After games times they
Yes,
also
yes, we
don't
can
like to
always,
come to the
plan.
class.
We,
Yes.
and then we have activity. So they never become tired. So they enjoy the whole day. Like maths, we have some activities with balls and all, less balls, more balls, all these
Uh,
things. So activities and writing part goes together, then they enjoy the class every day.
Okay, okay, yes. But see, teachers, I would just like to put in my suggestion. I've seen you all are focusing on activities, and after that, you get this. Rule should be like, okay, once you are done writing, rule number one, if you know that your children are, keeping the class messy, the first rule that you'll implement is put your toys back. First rule. Whoever does that, you can give them that appreciation sticker. Second rule can be share the toys, or the second rule can be, for example, put your shoes in the shoe rack. Or if you see the children are, keeping their bottles anywhere, putting it anywhere, not putting it in that specified corner, third rule can be that. So same thing applies for acting, for writing also, for any activities also. Right after activity, this is where the timetable comes in. So if you follow the schedule, you will get this particular, you will get the sticker of the day or a star or whatever. So that way you can implement it. Yes, teachers? Next we have any other activity. 1 minute. Let me just go through it. I think otherwise, yeah. If you can give me a run through, or if that's also, if we are running out of time, I know what we can do is you can write to us what will you apply from these tips and tricks that we've shared with you. How will your run through, quick run through of how your classroom will be planned now, like how will you manage it? I don't want a long essay or anything. 5 6 lines will also work. That's also okay, teachers. So you can share it right now in the chat box, or you can mail it to us. Anything works. But apart from that, teachers, thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share the knowledge that I've garnered over the years. And I've been truly grateful to come in touch with so many teachers. And you guys are doing a fab job. Teachers are the real superheroes. Thank you so much. Kindly do not forget to give in your feedbacks. Please, constructive feedbacks are always welcome, teachers. Thank you. Over to you,
Ma'am,
Pooja ma'am.
ma'am, timing will be the same tomorrow, 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock?
I'll let Pooja ma'am let you know. She'll just put in
Yes,
the
yes.
details.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you all the teachers. Thanks for joining the session. Dimple ma'am and other participants, like we are going to give you a schedule. Okay, I will just give you a brief idea about the entire sessions which are going to happen. Before that, thank you, Mitali ma'am. Thanks for conducting the session.